Hello all. In this video we are going to study the problems on Poisson distribution. So here again I'll repeat the probability density function for a Poisson distribution, that is p of x is equals to m power of x into e power of minus m by x factorial, where your m is given by n into p and mean is equals to m for the Poisson distribution and variance v is equals to m is again for the Poisson distribution, and the standard deviation is given by square root of m. So here is our first problem. The number of accident in a year 2, that is in 2 years, taxi driver in a city follows a Poisson distribution. You can see here, so it is clearly mentioned that you have to use the Poisson distribution for this problem with mean 3, that is they have given the value of mean as 3 out of 1000 taxi drivers. So we have to calculate the Poisson distribution for 1000 taxi drivers. Find approximately the number of drivers with no accident in a year, more than 3 accident in a year. Okay, so here for Poisson distribution, so probability density function p of x is given by m power of x into e power of minus m by x factorial. So I already said mean is equals to m, mean is equals to m for the Poisson distribution. So here they have given in the problem mean is 3 for the Poisson distribution. So the value of m will be 3. That is, substitute the value of m as 3. So you are going to get 3 power of x into e power of minus 3 the whole divided by x factorial. So now we are going to calculate the first case, that is no accidents in a year. That is no accident in the sense probability of x is equals to 0. So substitute the value of x as 0 in this probability of x. So you are going to get answer as 0.0498. And we have to calculate probability of x as 0, that is no accidents in a year for 1000 taxi drivers. So the number of taxi drivers with no accidents in a 2 years is given by 0.0498 multiplied with 1000. Since we are calculating for 1000 taxi drivers, you have to multiply the answer with the 1000. So the answer will be 49.8. So if you round off this value, so you are going to get approximately equal to 50. So next here we have a second case. So for more than 3 accidents in a year, more than 3 accidents in the sense probability of x greater than 3. Here you can see more than 3 in the sense x greater than 3, which is equals to, so you have to write the contradiction for x greater than 3, because you can see here, so we have to calculate for 1000 taxi drivers, more than 3 in the sense we don't know what is exactly the value of n, so we can't calculate up to infinity as I already told you. So if your n is very large, you have to go for the Poisson distribution, and here we don't know what is n itself, so you have to take the contradiction for this function, so which is given by 1 minus probability of x less than or equals to 3. So you can see here x greater than 3 means except 3 you have to take all the numbers which is greater than 3, and we don't know what is the n value. So here contradiction in the sense 1 minus, so contradiction for this function will be, so you should include your the number 3 and the numbers all less than 3. So for that the inequality is probability of x less than or equals to 3. So which will be equals to 1 minus, so you have to take all the numbers less than or equals to 3, and you have to include your 3 also, because we have less than or equal to symbol here. So that 1 minus probability of x is equals to 0 plus probability of x is equals to 1 plus probability of x is equals to 2 plus probability of x is equals to 3. Substitute all these values of x as 0, 1, 2 and 3. So in your p of x, that is here in this function, and then calculate by using your calculators, you are going to get answer as 0.3528. So since you have to find it for 1000 taxi drivers, multiply the answer by 1000. So you are going to get 352.8, which is approximately equal to 353. So here we have a next problem, that is, if a probability of bad reaction from a certain injection is 0.001. So this is the value of p they have given, that is p is 0.001. So we have to determine the change that out of 2000 individuals, more than 2 will get a bad reaction. So you will be calculating answer for the 2000 individuals, that is 2000 individuals will get more than 2 will get a bad reaction. So here in the problem, p is equals to 0.001, and since you are calculating for exactly 2000 individuals, since 2000 is a large number, you have to use the Poisson distribution. So you can, I repeat once again, if your n is very small, you have to use the binomial distribution. So if your n is very large like this, you have to go for the Poisson distribution. So here you can calculate the value of q as 1 minus p, which is equals to 1 minus 0.001. So the answer will be 0.999, and we know that m is equals to n into p. This is the formula. Substitute the value of n and p here. So you are going to get your m value as 2 here. So we know that p of x is m power of x into e power of minus m by x factorial. Substitute the value of m, x as well as mx, you are going to get the probability density function like this. Since we have to find more than 2 will get a bad reaction, so we will be finding probability of x greater than 2, because more than 2 in the sense you have to take this inequality, that is greater than 2. Write the contradiction for this function, that is 1 minus probability of x less than or equal to 2, so which is equals to 1 minus, so you can you have to take all the numbers from 0 to 2. So and substitute all the values of x in the above formula. So you are going to get the answer as 0.3233.